Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of toyhypeusa.com. Today we're going to do a video unboxing and review of Hasbro's Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise PR box that they were very graciously sent along for review. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Hasbro. So Earthrise is the focus for 2020 and a few figures coming out in 2021. But then they're going to move into Kingdom in 2021, and that will introduce Beast Wars characters that I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with from the 1990s. Beast Wars ran from 96 through 99 and remains one of the most memorable Transformers television shows of all time, in addition to Generation 1. So this box focuses on Earthrise, and all these figures are available now that are featured in this box, and you can find the links where to purchase on the written portion and photo gallery segment of this review on toyhypeusa.com. Just look for purchase. There's a bunch of stores right underneath, and you can buy everything shown and more from Hasbro. So this box again focuses on Earthrise, and the artwork on this is really phenomenal. They've got the space and they've got portion of Earth right there. So execution wise, this is very nicely done. I hope you guys are very interested to see what's inside. I know I was when I first opened it, and it's a very nice offering from them. So again, they did a phenomenal job on the artwork. Just look at all that great attention to detail there on the cover. The logo looks phenomenal there. And let's turn it to the side. So the side's a little different. You got very nice artwork there. You got the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy logo. And there's a look at the side here. Very nice artwork. The other side is identical. And here's a look at the other side. So the bottom of this, it's mostly black, but you have the Hasbro logo on the bottom right there. So opening this up, lifts up like that, and you have the logo right there on the inside. Very nicely done. First thing you see here, nice little letter from Hasbro right there. And of course, the back gives you a look at everything inside. So this is very nicely done. We greatly appreciate it, Hasbro. Thank you very much. So before I dive into this, and stay with us because these are phenomenal figures and they definitely did a great job on this PR box. I want to just say that Hasbro's Transformers team has done an incredible job with Transformers, especially since 2015 when they introduced Combiner Wars to fans. I think it was ToyFair 2015 when they announced that line, and I was there at the show covering it, and at first I didn't know what to make of Combiner Wars, and that led to Titan's Return and Power of the Primes. I have been really loving what they've been doing these past 5 years with Transformers, and again we have Kingdom coming out in 2021, and that will introduce Beast Wars characters as we've seen them announce. So Combiner Wars was definitely a great line. Titan's Return, especially Powers of the Prime, bringing back Target Masters and Headmasters. So that was something very special there. And then they moved on to War for Cybertron, and Siege was very nicely done. Earthrise especially, and Kingdom, very, very, extremely well done. It's definitely a lot to love there. Them bringing back characters from the 80s, things like that. High-end figures, lots of detail. It's really a line that every Generation 1 fan will should jump on board, and hopefully you've been buying these figures over the years, because they've been, in my opinion, the best that it's been. Definitely better than Transformers Classics, which came out in the mid-2000s. So this has been the ultimate G1 line, in my opinion. And again, Beast Wars is coming out next year, so I've been very excited for that as well. Beast Wars is what brought me back into Transformers in the 90s, so very happy to have some of those characters back. So this PR box, very generous stuff, very, very nice. And what do you say we start off with this t-shirt here? And it's G1 focused. So you have Optimus, you have Megatron, you have the Ark, you have Unicron right up there. You have all these great characters, and you have the Earthrise logo, which is coming to Netflix for streaming. And they've done a phenomenal job on this t-shirt here. I'm loving the artwork on it. Just look at all that great attention to detail. All those characters, RC, Wheeljack, Bumblebee, I think that's Sideways. So they did a very, very, very nice job on that. And there's another look at the t-shirt. You see all the characters there, the logo. Again, they did a very nice job on it. Lots of great detail. All right, so let's take a look at what's inside this box. As I've been showing the t-shirt, things like that, opening the box, you probably saw the 3 figures up on top there. So the first one is Megatron, Earthrise Megatron, available right now. And there's a look at the side, same artwork as the t-shirt. And here's a look at the back. Megatron is now a tank. And there's a look at the other side. So they've done a very nice job on him. If you remember, Megatron was originally a gun back in the Generation 1 toy line in the 80s that other characters can hold and shoot, and he would transform into a giant robot, as shown here. But one interesting article that I read over the years about it was that he is supposed to be the baddest of the bad, the most feared villain in the galaxy, and he was depicted as a character that transforms in a gun that can only be fired when another character holds him. So that was a pretty interesting take on the character. So in this day and age, with regulations, things like that, Megatron has been a tank and some other things over the years, and this figure here is a tank, just as we've previously seen him in this vehicle form. So they did a very nice job there. So next up is Decepticon Fast Track, and as you can see, they did a very nice job on him as well. The side of the box, same artwork as the t-shirt. Here's a look at the back. He can also transform into a sword and be held by a larger scale figure such as Scorponok, who's also available now. And you can see this character break apart into all these components. So this one's a bit complex as far as design-wise, but definitely a fun figure. I think this is why I love Transformers. It's very creative, very imaginative, and there's a lot of different ways to use these figures. Next up is Runamuck, Decepticon Runamuck, and there's a look at him. Very nicely done. Side of the box, same design as the t-shirt. There's a look at the back. The blaster can be placed right on top of the car there. And there's some very nice artwork right there on the side. All right, the next figure we're going to look at is Trailbreaker, which you can see right here. And there's a look at the side, the back of the box. Very nicely done, 80s inspired. I love that. And there's a look at the artwork there. And there's another look at Trailbreaker. Next up is Sunstreaker, which you see here. Great looking figure. And same side. Here's a look at the back. Very nicely done. And here's your look at Smokescreen. Another great deluxe figure. Same side. Here's a look at the back. He can you can place 3 blasters on his him in vehicle mode there, which is very cool. And here's a look at the artwork on the side. And last but not least is the Quintessent Judge, who was part of this year's San Diego Comic-Con 2020 offerings, which we saw released at Hasbro PulseCon this year. So, as you can see, the figure is slightly repainted from the San Diego set, and they did a phenomenal job on him. 2 of the heads have to be attached to his body. And there's a look at the side there. And there's your closer look. Comes in 2 different modes there, which is very cool. He can sit on a little throne, which is a very nice detail there. And there's a look at the artwork there. And there's your closer look at all 7 Transformers figures offered in this PR box. I would like to thank Hasbro again for providing this for review. We greatly appreciate that. Run Amok, Sunstreaker, Trailbreaker, and Decepticon Fast Track are all part of a single deluxe wave that is available now. Smokescreen is sold separately outside a regular wave, as are Megatron and the Quintessent Judge. So all of these are available now. And again, if you want to purchase these, just go to the written portion and photo gallery of this review on toyhypeusa.com. You'll see purchase and a bunch of stores underneath where you can buy these Transformers figures, more Transformers figures, and additional Hasbro offerings. So again, I think Hasbro is doing a phenomenal job on this line. I can't wait for Kingdom, and I especially can't wait to see what happens next. Back at Hasbro PulseCon, we learned that John is moving off this brand and he's going into Power Rangers and Ghostbusters. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Transformers after Kingdom, because John has been a big point in designing these characters. I'm pretty sure since Combiner Wars, he's had a lot of designed elements. His design elements went into these figures, and they've been phenomenal. So, again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in Transformers, and I'm hoping to find out more at ToyFair 2021. We already know that ToyFair is being postponed a little bit. It won't be in February due to the state of the world, so we'll just have to see what happens next year with that. So, again, thank you so much to Hasbro for sending this for review. We greatly appreciate that. The review is not over, as I'm going to be opening these up, reviewing these individually in the weeks ahead. So come back, check that out, and we'll take a bit more in-depth detail on every single one of these figures that you see here. I am Anthony Scott of toyhypeusa.com. Thank you so much for watching, and again, please come back, check out more reviews, check out toyhypeusa.com. And of course, buy these Transformers figures from Hasbro. You won't regret it. These are great figures. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for more coverage.